When I was a young girl, I had a crippling fear of plants. This wasn't a problem until my mother became an exotic florist, as you can imagine. I wasn't afraid of grass or trees per se, but I did have a significant aversion to plants that my mother owned or studied. These include Venus flytraps, giant hogweed, pitcher plants, stuff like that. And even though I grew up in the humid climate of North Carolina, I still managed to have nightmares about saguaro cacti. These days, I can recognize the evolutionary purpose of these plants' defense mechanisms. Yeah, sure. But as a kid, it didn't make any sense. Obviously, these plants wanted to hurt me. They were oddly human-like, invasive and all-consuming, carefully crafted with alluring traps. It was terrible. If a person wanted to hurt me, I would be able to see the intention in their face and based on their movements. With a plant, I just hoped I was lucky enough that a seemingly harmless one was, in fact, harmless. I felt like they belonged to a classification separate from both botanical and animal life. It truly seemed like they were alive, like aware of their surroundings, thinking, feeling, all with nothing to show for it. At a certain point, these thoughts became too much to bear. My bedroom became the only space in the house that didn't have any plants. There was a constant anxiety that plagued my mind throughout the day, knowing what was just outside. I eventually had a complete mental breakdown. My mother never believed in my fear until that point. She was disappointed that I felt that way about her biggest passion. But after some convincing, she decided to get rid of all the plants to bring me peace. I felt so terribly guilty, but really eternally grateful for her understanding. She did make one exception. She wanted to keep her sunflowers, which had just started to bloom. I was okay with this, since my extensive research showed absolutely zero signs of sunflowers being harmful. Plus, they were going to be kept outside only,